Hello, are we live? Because I have no idea what's been going on for like past 5 minutes or so. We might be. Let me check. Yeah, I think we are. That's crazy. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Um, but I've been talking to myself for like the past 10 minutes or so. I do apologize for, yeah, since we got the end of qualifying here, so, um, yeah, weird stuff because got my stream going on and yeah, looks like we should be good now. But yeah, good job from Packets. He gets pole position here in Mexico City. Very, very good job from the Red Bull driver. Closely followed by Rich Sebi with 114.8 and Gwenfro in the Sauber, managing a 114.9. Those are going to be your top three drivers. Haas looking a little bit down, especially after their really, really solid run last week in Hungary. Um, and speaking of standings, we might as well have a look a little bit at the driver standings here in a second. We'll do it in after the post-race screen here. Everyone's coming into the pits. No one's on a hot lap, and that's a weird place to rejoin the pits. But anyways, yeah, I do apologize, guys. I'm not sure where if it was on my end. I'm not sure if it was on YouTube's end, but OBS was telling me that the stream is coming through, but that seemed to not be the case for some reason. Yeah, so I do apologize. Still getting used to this whole streaming thing. Um, yes, there we go. And here we go. He will have our um, quality standings here. Actually, Dreams just about manages to get pole position. I didn't realize that. 114.7, really good job from the Haas driver there. Packets in B2, Rich 7 in third, Wenfro in fourth, Joe in fifth, City of R in sixth, Gamer in seventh, eighth for Mateo. Happy Like Pie in ninth, and Alex Carew is going to round off our top 10 for a big Haas sandwich in the top 10 here. You got Damie, NBA, Ardell, Bum, Raceboy, Golden Drift, C. Miller, and I believe the other Williams. So yeah, very interesting quality there. And looks a little bit overcast. Very typical Mexico City weather, if experience has told me anything here. I'm gonna take a look at the driver standings real quick. We got a pretty sizable lead from Dreams right now, as with 117 points coming into round 7, closely followed by Freddie Russell, who is still a reserve for some reason, with 90 points, and Alex Carew, the other Haas driver, with 53 points, though that may change with Alex, CDFR, and Rich Sebi looking so close behind them there. And as for the team standings, obviously a comfortable lead from the Haas team right here with 170 points. Closest team there is Aston Martin with 99 points, followed by Williams in the top three, 70 points. We also got the Ferrari with 67, and almost having a battle here with the Saubers at 66 points. After that, our close battle is with RB and Alpine with 58 and 57 points. And Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull being the biggest losers here in the bottom three of the standings. So yeah, Beckett's might get some decent points if he manages to get past Dreams here for P1. And we are almost ready to go. 5 red lights, and it's green, green, green here in Mexico City for round 7 here in Tier 2 of MRL. Everyone gets a good start here, but the biggest winner out here, and actually not winner because he got a drive-through for jumping the start, is Matteo in the Ferrari, closely followed by Dreams, Packets, Rich Sebi, Wenfro. Looking a little bit tight here as they head out of turn 3 so far, but yeah, everything is looking okay-ish as we see if there's any action around here. We actually got a full safety car. Wow, very very hard to keep up with all of this action here. This is going to neutralize the field a little bit. We already got multiple drivers here with time penalties. We got multiple drive-throughs, actually. That is absolutely insane as we see a CD4, Alex Carew, both with drive-throughs. Actually, CD4 having no front wing. Must have gotten some really heavy damage there. And Mateo, I think he started all of this because he was at the front. Um, Gets a drive-through. Not what you want to see on lap 1 of the race. Yeah, so everyone's trying to catch up to the safety car here. Some movement around back here. Mostly everyone coming in, mostly the McLaren's coming in for a stop here. CDFR gets a new wing change after being involved with that incident with, I assume, the Haas of Alex Carew. Happy Like Pie also gets out of the pits with a drive-through, unfortunately. Also another loser here in our race start. This is going to help out the medium runners as they get a little bit of extra life in their tires. They're not going to be pushing at full speed. But even still, it'll be just maybe a few laps or so. It's still not something something that they're going to have to manage at the end of the day. Especially since the rear tires tend to wear out really quick around this track here. And that is correct. Nobody's going to be able to serve their drive-throughs during the safety car. They're going to have to do it during the first green flag run. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I think Mateo's gonna kick himself a little bit for missing that that start with the drive-through, fortunately. And hold on, so I got stuff in my face. Not sure why, but fair enough. And I assume the safety car is probably gonna come in this lap. But yes, only a few drivers coming in for a new set of tires. I did not think that was a glitch, no. If you ask me. Well, to be honest, it was a very, very chaotic restart. It was very hard to keep up. As we go, safety car in this lap, everyone bunching up here in the Estadio Heinebe. Safety car comes in, and here we go as we head for a lap 3 restart, lap 4 I mean, here in Mexico City. Already got a little bit of a back formula at the front. We've got two people coming in, which is Happy Like Passing, Alice Carew coming in to serve their drive-thrus. So far the top three looking bunched together, nothing out of the ordinary here. So we see here in the back, let's see if anyone is fighting side to side. No, everyone's trying to be a little bit patient for once. Not doing any dumb moves so far. Very good job. I am going to move some stuff around my PC here so I can see what's going on. Alright, so far so good. As we see Mateo finally coming to serve his drive-thru. And we got the usual suspects here. We got Baggage chasing down the Haas of Dreams, our championship leader, here in Tier 2. He's going to try and move around turns 1 and 2. No, don't think so. He is close to the back of the Haas there. Could be opting for a more low downforce setup for the track here. We'll see how they manage as they head into the S's here. Very tricky section. Very easy to lose the rear of your car, especially with the derriere in this game. And as you can see, yeah, there's just Dreams looking more confident on the car than Packets. Looks like he might have got a higher downforce setup than the Red Bull. They head into the Estadio Heinebe. But so far, no moves here. The only move we got around here is Team Master and Golden Dread. Must have had maybe a little bit of a come together. Not too sure. Alex Carew getting the fastest lap of the race on those mediums. He'll be running in mostly clean air for now, so pretty good job from him. You don't get a point for this anymore, unfortunately, but at least he'll have it for bragging rights for now. So far, everyone's just being a little bit patient, not seeing anyone trying to go side by side here is very dangerous. Not something that you want to do, obviously. Let's see what we got here. We got two Sabres following one another here in Sector 3. NBA getting a little bit squirrely as he heads out of turn 17. Is he going to have the DRS to get past Davey? Probably will. But he is still far behind. The only swapping here, he's got a swapping for Dreams and Packets here for the leading positions. Dreams obviously having a little bit more downforce than the Red Bull. He gets a better run, and he's going to try to chase down Packets. But Packets with the DRS advantage is going to hold the position now as he heads into turn 4 and 5. might lose a little bit of time in this Estes section, as we shall see in a minute. And Rich Sebi in the Alpine, following really close behind the Haas and the Red Bull. Dream's actually getting a better, worse run in the Estes section. Is not as close to packets as he would like. He's gonna try to gain a little bit of time around the stadium section, but so far, no. He is going to have to wait around for the next DRS zone to get past the Red Bull, as Packet sets a fastest lap of the race with a 118.4. Here we go, Dreams getting the DRS advantage on Packets. And Rich Sebi following close behind, though he is not going to get as much advantage as he'd like with the DRS train forming up here. Yeah, Dreams is just being extremely patient, as we got a retirement from C. Miller in the Williams. Has decided to call it a day after 7 laps running. Really unlucky. Yeah, the pack is already starting to form here. The only threat we have here is Gamer trying to get past Jejo, but Jejo also has the DRS advantage. And these guys are gonna have to be like really careful, as we got Seamler's AI retiring on track. Obviously not his fault, but the game loves doing that. So no overtaking for now, as we go immediately green. Beckett is gonna send it down the inside of turn 4. Is he gonna get the move done? He tries for the overrun there, but I don't think he's going to have the space. They make a little bit of contact here at turn 6, and yeah, Dreams is just going to have to be a little bit more patient in that. No room to overtake there. And this is going to help Rich Sebi, who is falling close behind, and he is going to want that P2 spot. Heading to the turn 12, Adrian Fernandez corner, coming into the stadium section as well. Still close together, not losing any spots here. But Dreams pulls into the pits. Looks like his tires might be just about done. I assume he's probably going to have to bid for the hard tires. And he does. Let's see what else we got here. Everyone's moving up places. But this is going to help Rich Sebi, who is looking to get the Red Bull packets here. Looking a little bit more confident as he touches the apex of turn 4 and 5. Yeah, not really losing any space. He's just about managing to keep pace with the Red Bull. Cuts the corner coming into the SS section. Really good job. More corner cutting. Hopefully that's not a warning there, but no, actually Piaget is going to outdo him in pace coming into the stadium. And he locks the rears a little bit. That's going to make him that's going to put him in a really rich spot there. And we got a spun out Red Bull from who else but D-Master. Not having a good time right now. And D-Master actually gets a 3-second time penalty after spinning out. Probably having a little bit of a loss of focus, but he just needs to keep his head down and trying to get everything back on track here. But so far, I think our biggest battle here has been in the top 3 positions, top 3 and 5 actually, because we got the Cerberus falling close behind. I think also NBA looking to gain a few spots here. Um, our main pack going on. Outscaru gets a time penalty for exceeding track limits. Yeah, both Haas drivers not having the greatest of starts. Dreams obviously just paying, but Outscaru got involved in that big kerfuffle at the start. Got a drive-through penalty. But even still, they should not lose any places or any spots to the Aston Martin drivers, given that they're so far behind and they're not scoring points either way. Dreams gets the fastest lap of the race with a 118.2. And are we going to see Rich Sebi attempt to move into turn 4? He is looking really close to the Red Bull. He's going to send it down the inside. Package just about leaves him enough space, but it might be tricky to do so. It's on the edge of track limits here at turn 6. A little bit of contact, a little bit of a bump, but no harm done. No, he's going to have to wait a little bit longer to get past the Red Bull. Have to be really careful here in the SS section. Very easy to get a time penalty and very easy to lose space because of dirty air. And to the outside to get a good run in turn 12. And we got the hairpin at the stadium as well. Very tricky tight in reading zone. Rich, I think I might actually get a better run out of turn 17, and this is going to become a little bit of a drag race. He uses DRS, gets past the Red Bull. Let's see if he can hold position. Gets in front, trying to get as much of a run as he can into turns 1, 2, and 3. And I think he's done it for now. Very good job from Rich Sebi as he now takes the lead of the race here in Mexico City. I wonder if JJ's going to try something different to try and get past the A team in the Red Bull. It might be really tough to do so, especially with these worn tires. And as I mentioned, these tires get worn really, really quick here. No, he just doesn't have the pace. He is struggling a little bit in the SS section. And we got another spin from D-Master in the back. Not a great race for him so far. We do still got a caution in Sector 2. He's just about trying to get back on track. JJ looking much closer to packets around Sector 2 here. Might want to try and ready up a move, or at least try and stick as close as he can into the SS section. But the Cerberus and NBA already lost the rest of the front pack here. I think they might want to come in and try to get the undercut and see if it's possible, but we shall see as we head into turns 12 and 13 once again. Gage looking so much closer to Packets now. He might better get a run, and that doesn't matter anyway because Packets is going to pit now for a new set of tires, going onto the hards most likely. But he is going to get the DRS, which is going to assist him to get closer to Rich Semi. Bum still on the hard tires, inherit speed 3 as we look as in the RB 2 and 3 right now. And we're going to start to see the grid start to shuffle as the old tire runners start to bid in for new tires. Ardell gets a 3-second time penalty. Both McLarens with penalties now. Unfortunate for my team here. And so far, all the other drivers with penalties are NBA and Alex Carew. D-Master with a 6-second, our biggest incident hammer, I guess. We got Rich Sebi pitting in for new tires, going to come into the hards, I believe. But he is holding. He looks really. That was really weird. He was holding for a large amount of time there at the pit stop. But we got an RB 1-2, Jejo and Bum leading the back here. Both drivers yet to pit, trying to opt for a longer strategy, a longer first stint. And Dreams is not going to want this. He's going to want to move the RB out of the way as soon as possible. As D-Master finally decides to retire in the pits. Quite unfortunate running for the second Red Bull. At least it's realistic. And you got Dreams activating DRS, both side by side here in the main straight. Dreams just outpaces the RB. He is going to get that position quick and done. Or he would, but Bum actually just about manages to outbreak him at turn 1, but he is going to go around the side of the RB, and now he finally gets the move done at turn 4. And yep, once again, we got a retiring AI. People are going to have to be really careful and try not to get either a overtaking penalty or trying not to hit the side of the Red Bull that's dead in turn 3, and the game finally decides to remove it off track. Very, very quick job done by the stewards there. Yeah, everything is starting to spread out once again. Mateo sets the fastest lap of the race. We got a juggle for position. We actually got a battle here in the Moises Solana complex. Ardale, oh, very, very squirrely, managed to rejoin really, really badly on track there. We got a bit of a kerfuffle here for positions 6, 5, and 7. We got pack racing, boys. I think that might have been actually Raceboy who got a little bit loose. I'm not too sure. I might have to look back at that later on. But yeah, that may cause the stewards to raise an eye and investigate. Kind of see Damie and Wenfro going side by side. Wenfro outbreaks him as they head into turn 12. What a move from the Kickstarter there. Jeju, the AlphaTauri, finally deciding to pit. Wenfro gets a little bit of a tap on the wall, actually, coming out of turn 17. And we got Packets and Damien racing side by side here. It's a drag race into the main straight. But he is going to get blocked by the Wenfro the Sauber, and that looks so dangerous. Oh, we actually got a little bit of contact there with Damien and Packets. My goodness. Might be a little bit annoyed at that. Packets trying to get past in the middle pack there. Obviously was chasing for the win earlier. Bum still on the 18 lap, all the hard tires. He's going to want to come in soon. But from my experience, I don't think the hard tires actually wear that quick around this track, at least compared to the mediums. So might be different in this game. I am not too sure. He's trying to make the most out of his tires right now. What else do we have here? We got Wenfro chasing down the Red Bull of Packets. Is he going to try and move around the inside of turn 1? Side by side, giving them a little bit of space, a little bit of heart racing, a little bit of contact, no harm done. Wenfro is going to get the DRS as he tries to outmove Packets. And he does. Very, very good job. As we got a brief yellow. I think it might have been the Aston Martin of Damie must have had a bit of a spin. Maybe lock the rears, very easy to do so. We got a battle up front here, Rich, Sebi, and Bum. Bum still on the hard tires from 19 laps ago, chasing each other down into the stadium section. Coming out of turn 17, Rich Sebi looks like he has a much better run, much fresher tires. He's going to outpace the RB, no problem. Gets DRS. Bum is not going to fight it. Knows that he's going to lose a little bit more time if he does so, and lets the Alpine go. Jejo and Raceboy swapping places here. The McLaren getting a little bit loose on the exit of turn 3. It's got Mateo chasing down the Aston Martin Damie here. He's going to try for the loop. No, there is a spun Red Bull. That is Packets. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. And, oh, thank God his car was ghosted because he might have gotten into the back of into the side of the RB there. But really, really unfortunate for Packets, who was looking to make a good recovery, and he's actually going to retire. Both Red Bulls now out of the race, not helping their championship hopes, if there were any. Both the team at the very, very back of the grid right now. Very unfortunate um, results there. I think our biggest battle here, our closest battle, is NBA and Damie. Both with time penalties, though. Damie actually going to pit for a new set of tires, going for the 2-stop. Let's try looking around the back here. CDFR chasing down Race Boy in the McLaren. Renfro gets a time penalty for crying the corner. I believe that was turn 2 and 3. He doesn't look close enough to try and head for a move with the McLaren. So he's probably going to have to wait around next lap to do so. A few people on opting to go for a 2-stop. Bum on a fresh set of mediums. He's going to try to make the most possible. Bit of an awkward hairpin at the stadium section there. Might lose a little bit of time to the McLaren right in front. I think we got Dreams on a new set of hearts, chasing down his teammate Alice Carew. He's probably gonna have to apply team orders here if it's possible. Yeah, looks like our field has sort of neutralized a little bit. Everyone's in their own pack. Raceboy and CFR still chasing down each other for position. The very last point paid position, actually, for P12. Raceboy has a time penalty, which is not going to do him any wonders, even if we were to outpace the Williams. And we actually got Mateo and Guenfro, I think our closest battle. Actually, now that got that done. Mateo's gonna head around the outside of turn 4. He does get the move done, nice and quick, but he goes deep into turn 5. Oh, and that's gonna let Guenfro through without no problems. Guenfro, oh, there's a little bit of contact, actually forced a little bit wide by the Ferrari. Are they going to try and move here? Yes, they are. Just about manages to get the position, the Sauber. That was really close. And very, very easy to get contact. especially into that tight, that very tight corner. Alex Carew gets another time penalty, and so does Golden Drift. Sebi was gifted the win. I mean, he's done nothing wrong. Just has managed to keep it clean. No weird moves, nothing, no penalties so far. He's doing a pretty good job. So if Sebi does end up winning this by managing his tires, then yeah, it's pretty good good thing to be proud of. Let's see what else do we have here. We got Wenfro and Mateo still chasing down each other. Mateo is actually going to pit for a new set of tires. He has decided to call it a day with those hard tires. Is going to go on. He's going to go on another set of hards. And actually, we got a full safety car. What happened? Oh, looks like Race Boy just about. He either spawned or got tapped at turn 12 coming into the Steam section. Oh, and that's going to benefit everyone on old tires right now. Happy Like Pius gets a speeding penalty. Gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. My goodness, what happened? And this throws a spanner into the works here. Rich Sebi is going to have to come in for a new set of tires, otherwise he's going to get eaten up on the restart. So does Wenfro, so does Gamer and the Saubers. Another one that might might benefit from this is NBA. But Dreams had just pitted. Dreams was on 3-lap old tires. He might get the places, especially if there is a slow pit stop, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a weird one. I think Dreams might actually gain from all of this. As we see everyone in the pit lane, Rich Sebi, Dreams, Gamer, yes, they're still in the pit lane. Dreams is going to inherit the P1 spot. And this is going to help Haas in their championship content. Alex going on the softs. Very weird call. I'm not sure if I want to go for the softs in this game. Like, at all. We'll see if they last up to lap 36, but it's going to be really difficult. Bum having no medium tires is going to have to go for a new set of hards. And Rich Sebi, who had gained from all of this, moves down to P2. He is not going to like that. mostly everyone on a fresher set of tires. Sun started to peek out a little bit, but it's still overcast. But no rain. Doesn't seem like. Rich Steady trying to get his tires as warm as possible. Safety car is going to most likely do another lap here. And I am immediately proven wrong. Safety car in this lap. Very late call from Baron Maylander from race control. Rich Sebi is going to want to get that has dispatched as soon as possible. Are they going to go side by side for the restart? That's not allowed, but no, they just about managed to get going. We go green once again here in the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Rich Sebi on the back of the Haas of Dreams right now. He is trying to ready up that move. He's going to outbrake him side by side as they head into the Moises Solana complex. A little bit of a pack right behind. We got Damien Mateo and Jejo racing side by side. And Rich Sebi is going to inherit P1. Really good restart from him. 4-lap fresher tires than the Haas. So we got a little bit of a pack going on. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Got a ghosted car from Ardell. Not sure if that's intentional or not. I'm pretty sure ghosting is meant to be off in this league. But yeah, very weird stuff. Got too much of a pack going on. Golden Drift gets another time second penalty. Yes, that's what I'm wondering too. Not sure if that was the game or maybe an issue with the host settings, but may or may not get looked at. Gamer's going to try and ready up a move on the outside, but he does not have it. He's gonna have to wait a little bit longer, maybe around turn 4. Bump gets a 3-second time penalty. Really unfortunate for him. Trying to see if there's anything else going on in the back here. Dream still trying to chase Rich Sebi. Gamer also looking still close to the back of the Haas. He could not make the move. Look at his back going on for P2, P1 even. All the way down to J Jones. Within a second of each other. It is Joe so hard to pass on this game. These cars. Now there's no other option to just try to stay close behind as possible. Sebi trying to break the toe. Matteo getting past the Sauber of Gamer. Matteo actually looking really, really close behind Dreams there. I think Dreams might actually must have had to slow down. And we got someone in the wall in Sector 2. That's Raceboy once again. Alex Carew also spinning out as, is this a full course caution? It's like a VSC, no safety car on track. These guys are going to have to watch their delta and do their best to not get a speeding penalty. And Rich Sebi is going to want to make as much as he can out of the restart. If there was any advantage that he had, this is going to be completely gone. And Gwenfer actually gets a 20-second time penalty for speeding under the VSC. That is heartbreaking. Rich Sebi getting the most out of the restart. Already dropping Dreams by about 6/10. But still, no one losing track of each other. We got a really, really close pack for P1. Mateo's gonna get the DRS and so does Dreams. And Gwenfer gets a 10-second just to add insult to injury. Is Dreams going to get past Rich Sebi? Not right now, but he's got about one lap left. It might be a little bit tricky to get P1 here, but the battle for P2 is still not over yet. Raceboy also deciding to retire from the race, very unfortunate for him. Had a bit of a rough race, especially around the ending. And we got the white flag, one left to go here in Mexico City. Rich Sevi is going to get passed by the Haas of Dreams, and the Ferrari of Matteo does not have the DRS, does not have the battery to fight them. He might actually lose another place here with Gamer falling close behind. This is really bad for him. Gamer's going to dive down the inside. Oh, just about locks up side by side, wheel banging. Rich is not going to yield position. He does not want to lose another podium spot. Oh, but that's so heartbreaking. No DRS advantage. Likely no battery as well. Rich Chevy is going to lose P1 in a single straight. Final lap getting to the Stadio GNP. Dreams did not look like it at some point. Was struggling to get past Backets earlier on. But he just about managed to get lucky with the strategy, and he is going to take the win here in Mexico City. Followed close behind by Mateo. Rich Sevi P3. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking for the Alpine driver there, unfortunately. Got Gamer in P4, J2 in P5, City of R P6. Damien the Aston Martin taking P7. Bum in P8, Ardell in P9, and NBA is going to round off our top 10 here. Still got a few positions left. Happy Like Pie takes P11 and Golden Rift takes P12. And that is going to be it here in Mexico City for Tier 2. My goodness, what a race. That was very chaotic. Chaotic in a good way. Was, despite two safety cars, I'd say it was pretty incident-free. But Dreams looking to extend his advantage in the Drivers' Championship. And so will Haas in a league of their own. Drivers' Day actually goes to Mateo as well as most overtakes. Very good job from him. Was also always in contention for the win, despite getting that drive-through at the beginning. So very good job from Mateo. Managed to recover really well. But our man-to-be Dreams still not toppled. Dreams, Mateo, and Rich Sevi rounding our podium spots here. Gamer, J-Joe, City 4, Damie, Bum, Ardell, NBA, Happy Like Pie, Golden Drift are ran up our points finishing positions. And Alex Carew, our very last driver of the day. Bit of a rough race for him, unfortunate. Yeah, man, what a race. But yeah, we got yeah, that was a very, very wild race to watch. It was very hard to keep up. Lots and lots of battles. Oh, my goodness. I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have time to do these interviews today. I have my family calling me over. I'm not entirely sure what they want, but yeah, what a race it was. And I do apologize once again for having a bit of a late start. I'm not sure if OBS or YouTube was causing the stream to not happen. Hopefully we can get that sorted out by next week. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to be here once again. My name is Tess Rosa, and stick for Tier 1 as we finish the day here at MRL. But yeah, this is all looking really, really good, and we got a bit of a banger. Not gonna lie, we got a bit of a banger next week at Las Vegas. gonna be a, if anything, I think it's going to be a very incident-prone track, but it is honestly a blast for me to drive Las Vegas. Very cool sights. Racing is a little bit iffy at the times, but that's going to be a good one to catch here next week for sure. And yeah, hopefully you guys stay cool, stay frosty, and I'm not sure if I'll see you guys next week, but I hope you'll take care. And yep, stake for tier 1. Adios.